Okay, so a very good day to all of you. And I believe you guys are doing great. You guys are safe and sound. My name is Faisal Ahmed, and I'll be the speaker for today's leadership series. And can I check with all of you? Can all of you hear my voice? Am I audible? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. How about this device? Can all of you hear me? Is it loud and bold? Is it clear enough? Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you so much for your immediate confirmation. So, I do believe that you already have come to know the topic for today, right? It's all about authentic leadership. I think this topic is new for most of you. Am I right to say like that? Do you ever study about authentic leadership before? Let me open the chat box first. I will keep my chat box open for all of you, and you only can communicate during the discussion time only the important things. I don't want to see someone is typing some unnecessary things in the chat box. Okay? Don't disturb me. I have a good mind today, in order to talk about authentic leadership. Thank you so much. Now, can you go to the chat box and may I know how many of you know about authentic leadership? If you know about it, write down yes in the chat box. If you have no idea about authentic leadership, write down no in the chat box. Okay, I can see a lot of no. Oh my God. How about this device? If you have any idea about authentic leadership, you can type yes. If you have no idea, you can type no. Okay. So this topic is very new for all of you, right? No, you need not to be worried. I'm here to help you. I'll make it as easy, as simple as possible so that all of you can know what is authentic leadership and how you can be an authentic leader in order to lead an organization, in order to lead a team, in order to lead a business. Thank you so much for your immediate response in the chat box. Okay, fine. The second question that I have for all of you. I know some of you are working as a supervisor or as a manager. If you are working as a supervisor or as a manager, please type one in the chat box. Try to understand my question first. Currently, if you are working as a supervisor or as a manager, you can type one in the chat box. I would like to know how many of you have real life job experience as a leader. Okay, go on, type one if you are working in managerial position. If you are not working in managerial position, you can type two. You can type two so that I can understand that you have no job experience. You have no practical experience in a leadership position. Okay, good, excellent. So you can type one if you are working or if you have job experience before as a manager or as a supervisor. If you have no job experience as a manager or as a supervisor, you can type two. I can see the number of two is more than number of one. Meaning to say, most of you are here like, having no practical experience how you can be a leader. So I understand now. I can prepare myself how I need to talk with all of you about the topic for today, which is all about authentic leadership. So everybody make sure you are using your full name. I can see one of my students using 580573. If you never put your full name, our admin will send you the certificate with the name of 580573. There will be no name for you. So please rename your name so that our admin can prepare your certificate. Everybody, do me a favor, switch on your camera give a good smile on screen so that we can mark your attendance for today's leadership series. Page number 1. All of you, please make sure your camera is on when I will take picture for your attendance. And I also received some messages in the chat box that you are at work. If you are at work, I will never ever ask you to switch on your camera, because for you, work is also very, very, and very important. So if you are at work, just listen to me, just use your headphone and pay attention so that you can understand about authentic leadership. Thank you so much. One more time, give a good smile on screen. Page number 1. Host, please take picture from your side, okay? So page number 2, page number 3, one more time, page number 4, page number 5, page number 6, 7, and 8. Okay, good. Now, host, share the screen. So without further ado, let me share my screen and let's get started. And always remember, today we will send you the link of today's topic in the chat box just before ending the class. Okay, so no need to be worried. Stay with me. I will be sending this note later on in the chat box before I say goodbye to all of you. So the topic is authentic leadership, and I only have 4 topics, 4 simple topics about authentic leadership, characteristics of an authentic leader, why it is important for all of us to implement authentic leadership. And the last but not the least, host, slide number 2, please. Last but not the least, we will talk about how we can improve our ability to become more and more authentic as a leader. Now, look at slide number 3. Slide number 3, we will start with authentic leadership definition. What is it? If you analyze, or if you do anatomy of the word authentic, AUTHENTIC, authentic meaning to say real, right? Authentic meaning to say concrete. Authentic meaning to say pure. Authentic meaning to say honest. Authentic meaning to say to the point. Authentic meaning to say, full of transparency, full of integrity. Now, when we use the word authentic along with another word, leadership, it means that as a leader, we need to have a healthy alignment between our internal intention, internal values, beliefs with our external behavior. I'll make it simple for all of you. So, for example, you are working as a manager or as a supervisor, or you have a small business in your country. So for you, what is authentic leadership? You must need to remember what are the values, what are the beliefs, what are the intention, what are the mission, what are the vision of your business, of your department. So when you remember, when you know the mission, vision, objectives of your team, and according to the mission, vision, and objective, when you as a leader work very, very hard, when as a leader you behave in order to achieve all those mission and vision and objectives, that is called authentic leadership. Should I make myself clear to you guys? You know what you are going to do, and when you do each and everything in order to achieve the result, this is called authentic leadership. So remember, when you are planning to become an authentic leader, you need to follow some strategy. Number one, you have to pay attention to your values. What is the meaning of value? Value means your philosophy, right? Your your value means your ability, your plan, your strategy, your ideas, your thoughts about your business. You need to be good at managing your emotion. Authentic leader cannot be emotional because of the challenging environment of your business. You need to manage your expectations. What is the meaning of expectations? As an authentic leader, obviously you will have some vision and mission. But don't think that all of your followers, all of your staff will be superhero. No, you must need to manage your expectations. You have to remember some of your staff can be very, very emotional. Some of your staff can give you a lot of problem. So that time you need to stay strong. And also you need to struggle, you need to motivate, you need to have the preferences, you need to take care of your frustration and the paradoxes. These may come along with your business, with your department. So the key point about authentic leadership, you as a leader, you have to be very honest, you have to be very transparent, you have to know your values, you need to know how you can control your emotion, manage your expectations, you have to be good at struggling. Struggling in which factors? Number one, out of sudden, you have a very tough competition with your competitor. As an authentic leader, you will take it as an opportunity to build your business even more bigger. You cannot be demotivated as an authentic leader. You should have the right motivation at the right place. Right? Excellent. Fine. And then slide number 4, let's go and figure out more about authentic leadership. Now, as an authentic leader, we will have high standards of integrity. What is the meaning of integrity? It is more than honesty, right? Integrity meaning to say, you cannot be fake people. You know what is the meaning of fake? In front of staff, you are so friendly, you are so supportive. At the back of your staff, you feel that you are not happy with some of your staff, but you don't want to tell them in front of their face. So what is the meaning of integrity? Meaning to say, when you are not happy, when you need to give a negative feedback, when you need to tell your staff that you need to change, when you can do it straight away, that is called integrity. Taking responsibility for their action and make the strategic decision based on the principles rather than short-term success. I'll give you 2 good examples. I do believe almost all of you know about Starbucks, right? Look at the leader of Starbucks, Hewitt from United States of America. You know, he always used authentic leadership in order to manage all the outlets that Starbucks got in all over the world. He is a leader full of integrity. He takes responsibility for all the actions for his business. And this gentleman from United States of America always good at making decision according to the principles for sustainable development. Another example of authentic leader, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, I believe most of you know about his character, right? He's also an example of authentic leader. Apple brand that we are using and we feel proud about Apple products is because of the authentic leadership of Steve Jobs in terms of product development, in terms of employee management, in terms of research and development department of Apple. And always remember, authentic leader always will reflect their ethics, values, and personality. And also, you must need to know your style and your way of leading, and you make decision about your business. So what is your style? If I ask you this question, I'm pretty sure some of you remember from last few of my leadership series about the different types of leadership style. Right? Remember yesterday night, we also talked about different leadership style in my ENS class. So we talk about transformational leadership, transactional leadership, right? We talk about culture-based leadership, democratic leadership, laissez-faire leadership. You must have to decide with your character, which leadership style is more suitable. Some of you can be a transformational leader. Some of you may feel, I would like to be a transactional leader. Some of you may feel, I like the culture-based leadership. So you need to figure out which leadership style you are going to implement for your team, for your business, for your, market. Otherwise, you cannot be authentic at all as a leader. Early understand, all of you so far understand, right? Okay, now let's move on to slide number 5. Now, an authentic leader always will tries to create a meaningful relationship with their team as they work toward goals related to their organization missions and purpose, not just its bottom line. Very important. Anu, let's stop sharing the screen, and because I need to let them understand what is the meaning of bottom line. Okay. And let me say hello to everyone. If you can hear me, just wave your hand. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Fine. Okay. Now, authentic leader always will create meaningful relationship among the team members. Now, 214, 113, 300 plus. Okay. Those who are at work, you can switch off your camera. Thank you so much. No problem. Now, meaningful relation, meaning to say, as an authentic leader, no need to be BFF with your staff. Understand? How come you will become a real friend with your team members? You can be a friend, but there must be some limitation. Joy, you follow? Limitation. That is called meaningful relationship. Example, if I am your leader, I will maintain the relationship only for the work purpose. My plan in my mind, my planning just how I can maintain a relationship with you so that you will complete your job, you will complete your task without giving me more headache. You got the point? Don't try to make your staff happy by telling them some sugar coat. You know what is the meaning of sugar coat? Don't try to make your staff happy. Remember, it's quite impossible for a leader to make the staff, team members happy. Understand, all of you? If you only would like to use the sweet words in order to motivate them, they will not have any motivation at all. Alvin, you follow? Authentic leader will never ever use any sugarcoat in order to make their team members happy and satisfied. What the authentic leader will do, he or she will be 100% real. When you are doing good, you have to, as a leader, I will say, good job. When you are not doing good job, when you are not doing your part properly, as an authentic leader, I'll come and tell you straight to your face that you are not performing well. You are not doing your part. I'll tell you, I feel like you are standing on my oxygen tube. Do you understand what is the meaning of standing on oxygen tube? Meaning to say, for my team, you became a burden. You are making my life difficult because you are not doing your part. Understand, that is called meaningful relationship. When it is yes, you will be 100% confident to say yes. When it is no, you will have 200% confidence to say no. When it is wrong, you will have 1000% confidence to say you are wrong. Understand? You are the guilty. But sometimes leaders cannot be like that. They are not an authentic leader. They are called democratic leader. Understand? Democratic and authentic leader. If you really want to be authentic, be very, very straightforward. No need to make your staff happy. Understand? By giving them sugar-coated, it will not work. Always remember, human psychology, especially the staff psychology, they just come to work just to work. They just need the money. They don't want to have other things. Angelita, you follow? So follow this one in order to maintain the real and authentic, meaningful relationship. Host, let's bring to slide number 5 again. Now, so to create authentic leadership, we can follow the following. Look at number 1. Every authentic leader will have purpose. For example, tomorrow, you call an important meeting with all of your marketing staff. So as an authentic leader, before you come for the meeting, what you will be doing, you will make an agenda. John, understand? You will have a purpose. What are the things you want to implement, you want to bring up, you want to solve from the meeting? That is called authentic leadership. Value. Always, as a leader, you will create value for your team, for your team members, for your department, for your business, for your organization. So in order to create value as an authentic leader, you have to be very proactive. You have to be strategically very smart. What is the meaning of strategically very smart? You need to be good at making decisions according to the strategy, according to the data, according to the information that you have in your hand. Maribel, understand? Don't make any decision from your idea. If you make a decision from your ideas, from your beliefs, from your thoughts, it will not work. Every authentic leader will make decision from data and from information. You will have to focus on meaningful relationship, which is called bonding. Remember the meaningful relationship, meaning to say, you as an authentic leader, you must have to figure out, you must need to find out what are the strengths and what are the weaknesses of your staff. Understand, all of you guys? Example, you are my leader. Alvin, you are my leader. What is meaningful relationship between you and me? You need not to buy coffee every single day for me. It's not any relationship. You need not to, you know, uh, talk very, very nicely in order to make me happy. The meaningful relationship, you as a leader, you come and talk with me about my weakness. Faisal, I know you are working very hard, but let me tell you some of the negative things that you need to improve. And you better don't take it personally. I'm not here to I'm not here to hear your personal opinions. I'm here to help you for the betterment of our team. I'm here to help you for the betterment of our business. I'm here to help you to become good at your work. Understand what I'm trying to mean? Then one by one, you will tell me what are the things I need to improve. Not only telling me, but also guide me how I can overcome my weaknesses. All of you understand? And when I feel my leader is helping me to solve my weakness, to improve my weakness as a form of strength, I'll respect my leader, Alvin. I'll follow his instruction. I'll feel he's not only my manager, he's my coach, he's my mentor, he's my guide, he's someone who wants me to become better. Understand? You follow? That is called meaningful relationship from authentic leader. Self-discipline. It's really difficult for anyone to become an authentic leader without having self-discipline. I have a separate slide about the self-discipline, so I'm not going to spend my time about self-discipline for now. And also, as an authentic leader, everything, it must need to come from the deepest core of your heart. That is called patience. Understand, all of my friends? To become an authentic leader about your business, about your team, you must have to have the best feelings that will come from the deepest core of your heart. Remember, I told you that authentic leader comes from the sense of responsibility. Jenny, understand? Comes from where? Comes from your sense of responsibility. So how you can have the real sense of responsibility when you have the real passion about your leadership things, right? Okay, now let's move on to slide number 6. It is all about what are the characteristics we should have to practice from today in order to become a strong, authentic leader. We have to be committed to bettering ourselves. What is the meaning of bettering, Jocelyn? What is the meaning of bettering? Becoming better, right? Puni from Indonesia, bettering means what? Becoming better every single day. Authentic leaders will start with the willpower and the commitment within to work on themselves. I'll give you few examples. Okay, excellent. Guys, all of you are here with me, right? Sandy Voy, Sandy here with me. Nelson, all of you here, right? Make sure you all have 100% attention. Otherwise, this new topic, it would be a challenge for you to cope up with me. Now, committed to bettering ourselves, it means that if you would like to become a leader for marketing department, what you need to do? You need to improve your marketing skills from today. If you want to become a leader in sales department, what you need to do? You need to improve your ability to become the best sales rep or sales representative. If you want to become a leader for admin department, you have to improve your ability to do the admin job properly. If you want to become a leader in teaching department, you have to improve your ability to become the best teacher or best trainer. If you want to become a leader in IT, information technology, you have to improve your knowledge, your ability about information and technology. If you want to be a leader in logistic or procurement department, you have to start learning about procurement and logistic to become better in that particular industry. All of you understand, you must have this commitment. I cannot just be a simple staff. Now I'm working as a waiter, I'm working as a waitress, I'm working as an admin, but I still cannot afford to become a waiter for next 10 years because I have family, I'll have future, I'll get married, I'll have children. So what I need to do? I need to move forward. I need to take the managerial position, and how it can be done. Look at number one, committed to bettering yourself. So what you are doing for now, you be the master of this particular job. When you have more skills, more knowledge about the job that you are doing, when you will be better at this particular job, it can help you to become an authentic leader in future. And the key point, you have to work on yourself. You have to find out what are the strengths you have, what are the weaknesses you have. Work on your weakness and improve. Remember, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. To become an authentic leader, it's all about for you to work very, very hard to become better. James, understand from Myanmar. Nice to see you, man. Okay, next one, please. Second characteristics, self-awareness. What does it mean? Self-awareness, I would say it is the most important trait for an authentic leader. You need to ask yourself three important basic questions to know more about yourself or self-awareness. Look at number one. What am I experiencing? What are my strengths? How am I showing up, or how am I show up in the world? So for an authentic leader, you must have to know more about yourself. This is called know thyself. Understand, all of you guys? Know thyself. And for this part, self-awareness, no one can help you. I really do not know what are the strengths our dear Mr. Nelson have in his life. I have no idea. Neither. I really do not know what are the strengths you have. I'm not sure what are the weaknesses you have. So self-awareness is all about self-study. Self-awareness is all about becoming very honest with yourself. Don't overrate yourself. Young people problem, they always overrate themselves. I still remember, guys, when I used to provide face-to-face training, it was all about job training. And for the job interview, sometimes interviewer can ask you, what are your weaknesses? Anu, can you please stop sharing the screen for a while? Okay. Everybody, please look at me. Okay. So I still remember during my training time when I asked some of my trainees, tell me, what are your weaknesses? Most of them replied to me, sir, I have no weakness. I remember one pretty girl, she said, sir, in my life, I have no weakness. I have everything. Do you know what was the problem? That young people got no self-awareness. Arlie, you follow? Alvin, you follow? Arlene, you follow? Angelita, you follow? All of us, we all have some weaknesses. 100%, I have so many weaknesses. You also have. Some of you know your weakness. Some of you really don't spend any time to find out what are your weaknesses. Now, what you need to do after today's discussion to become an authentic leader, you have to spend 1 hour time. 1 hour, okay? 1 hour with a cup of coffee or with a cup of tea, whatever you like, with a notepad and your pen. Okay? And write down, in order to become a supervisor, in order to become a manager, in order to become a leader, what kind of weaknesses that you need to improve. Some of you will come along with this weakness. I feel shy to communicate about something negative of other people. Am I right? You follow, some of you are working, and you notice some of your colleagues are not doing their job, but you don't have the grit to tell your colleague, hey, why you are not doing your part? Hey man, why you are not doing your part? Why you escape? Why you hide yourself from the job? Because you are being worried that your colleague will be unhappy because of your statement like that. Am I right? Am I right, guys? This is one kind of weaknesses, that we cannot tell the truth in front of the face of other. I'm talking about leadership weakness. I'm not talking about your emotional weakness, overthinking weakness, love relationship weakness, boyfriend weakness, girlfriend. I have no intention to touch this part. This part is very personal. You can take care of this one. But my concern only about leadership weakness. You follow? Sometimes you will come along with some weakness. I always forget the things. You see, forget the things. Yeah, it becomes pretty common, is because of we are using a lot of digital device in our life. We have long screen time, and as we are using screen for a long period of time, our brain got damaged, cannot remember the simple things. So the self-awareness, you have to be very authentic. You have to be very honest. You have to be very, very practical when you prepare the list of your weaknesses for leadership skills. Understand, all of you? It can be communication skill. It can be your negotiation skill, it can be your confidence level skills, it can be your shyness or introvert character, it can be about you have lack of knowledge how to manage people, right? Emotional intelligence, how you can speak with impact. List down. Self-awareness is the best medicine to understand what are the factors, what are the things you need to improve to become an authentic leader. Should I make myself clear to you up to this one? Self-awareness? Okay, good, excellent. Anu, let's move on to the next part of today's. Yeah, thank you so much. Discipline. Yeah, okay, very good. Next one, number 8, please. Being an authentic leader, it needs more than just having your self-awareness. So now, by tonight, for example, by tonight, all of you have the best self-awareness practice. And you have come out with a lot of things that you need to improve. So how you can improve? You need to practice, right? So in order to practice the things, what you need to be disciplined, right? You need to be disciplined. So what kind of discipline? I'll make it very simple for all of you. You know the meaning of consistency? You have to be consistent. The best discipline for human, it's all about your ability to become consistent. Consistent meaning to say, you always keep doing the things without giving any excuse. Example, from your self-awareness, you realize that your communication, English communication skill must need to be developed by 50 to 60% within 1 month. So what is consistency? What is discipline? Every single day, you have to practice English, right? But the problem with all of us, yes, we start practicing English, but after doing for 2 days, 3 days, from the 4th day, never continue to practice English. Lack of discipline, because we cannot continue what we're supposed to do. Another example, some of you out of sudden you feel, yeah, please. So, some of you out of sudden you feel that you need to go for exercise, right? And going for exercise in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening time, it's not that easy. Am I right? So some of you, what you did in your life, you went for exercise for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, then you stopped. You feel that, oh my God, after work, I become very tired. So I don't think so I can continue to go for exercise. Lack of discipline, lack of consistency. If you have this problem, I'm sorry to say it would be very difficult to change yourself from a staff to become an authentic leader. I repeat, if you have lack of consistency, if you have lack of discipline, it would be difficult for all of you to change your profession from a staff to become a leader, to become an authentic leader. So be disciplined. When you promise, keep your promise. Never allow your negative thinking stop your commitments. When you promise that within 1 month, I will improve my English communication skill by 20%, and every single day, I will practice English for 2 hours, no matter how busy am I will minimize my social media time, and I will use this time to improve my English communication skill. When you have this strong commitment, discipline will come to you. Jennifer, you follow? You can become consistent to practice English to make your communication skill more and more efficient. Now, when we talk about the discipline, Anu, can you go to the next slide? Discipline for the team. As an authentic leader, you can use 7 principles. How many principles? 7. How many? 7. Right. Look at number 1. You must have to understand what is discipline in leadership. Anyone can come and tell me what are the discipline in leadership? Anu, can you please stop sharing the screen? Let's talk. What is discipline in leadership? Anyone, you can raise your digital hand. Anyone. I'll let you unmute and you can speak up. Okay, I do have 2 digital hands and I'll give the priority who can switch on the camera. So Alvin will be the first one to talk about discipline in leadership.
Thank you for the opportunity to share, sir. So I will just share based on my personal experience as one of the leader here also in Macau. Being disciplined in leadership it starts from within yourself. Meaning your people or the people that being surrounded to you will be seeing the leadership, not just the action, but also the perspective of you are committed or very, it's like you're still in any decision making and you're always firm on your objective and belief in supporting as well with the members. That's how I
Yep.
see it, the discipline in leadership.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Good point. Let me invite, okay. Glenda, you there? I can see your digital hand. If you can switch on your camera and unmute your microphone. I think got problem. Angeline, yes, microphone is yours. Discipline in leadership. In this device, who wants to talk? Raise your digital hand. Yeah.
Actually, good afternoon, everyone. For me, discipline in leadership is like, just like the ability to exercise self-control, persistence, and willpower to maintain focus and follow through on commitment. It is also a fundamental trait that enables leaders to set standards and make rational decisions to serve as a role model to their team. That's it. Thank
Wow.
you.
Fantastic. You talk like a very, very, like professional way of giving the definition of discipline in leadership. Excellent. Big round of applause for Alvin and Angeline. Good point we have discovered from this. So I'll go to this device. Just wait. Wilson. Hello, Wilson. Unmute your microphone. Discipline in leadership. What is it? Hello.
Sir,
Good afternoon.
discipline is leadership is the ability to stay consistent, responsible, and focused and guide others toward their goals.
Very good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, yeah, big round of applause for this gentleman, Wilson. Good point. For me, if you ask me, Mr. Faisal, from your point of view, what is discipline in leadership? I'll tell you one simple things. When you as a leader, you put your team in front of everything, that is called discipline for a leader. Understand? You as a leader, your topmost priority is your team. Not any individual team members. You always consider team always will come at the first place. That is called discipline in leadership. I'll give you an example. Now, I'm a leader. So what kind of discipline I will implement for my team? Number 1, punctuality. right? I need to ensure a culture of punctuality in my team. So if I call a meeting for 7 p.m., I'll be there before 7 p.m. for the meeting. You see, guys, what I'm trying to mean? For my team, when I make a decision like yes decision, it must be yes. I cannot change my decision from yes to no. That is called discipline. When I say no for my team, it must be no. I cannot change my decision from no to yes. Understand, all of you guys? When I have a promise for my team that, hey guys, follow my lead, I promise all of you that your income will increase by 10% by the next few months. What was your commitment? You promised your team members that you will help your team members to increase their salary, increase their income by 10 to 15%. So what do you need to do? What you need to do? You need to make sure that everybody working together in order to achieve the goal. Because in business, it's all about take and give policy, right? So when you are disciplined, only then you can make sure your staff engagement, they will be working together. They will do their best in order to bring result so that you can keep the promise for your people, like increasing their income according to your promise. So let's come to the screen again, slide number 9, Anu. Number 2, you must have to understand the rule of discipline in decision making. Yeah, very good. I can see a lot of messages also. Now, as a leader, when you will implement discipline for your team, you have to be good at about decision making with full of discipline. Time management, you have to have well organized time management skills for your team. Example, time management, actually it is, I would say it is a combination of science and art. Rose, you follow Miss Rose? Time management, it is science and an art. Not all of your staff will be good at managing their time. So what do you need to do? You as a trainer, you have, not only the trainer, also a leader, you have to train them, you have to educate them what are the most urgent things and what are the most important things. And let them complete the most urgent work followed by the important work. That is called time management. And it comes from a strong, disciplined mind. Building or developing a disciplined team, it's not that easy. For an authentic leader, when you focus on injecting discipline for the team, you have to work very, very hard. So for building a disciplined team, what you need to do, you need to create a culture of discipline for your team. What kind of culture? Joshua, culture of punctuality, culture of following deadlines, culture of submitting report, culture of working together like teamwork, zero tolerance in terms of giving excuse or taking the things for granted. You got my point, all of you guys? When you will become more and more strict about those 7 things, you can build a disciplined team. What are the things? Number 1, punctuality. Never allow your team members to be late at work. if necessary, you can apply some disciplinary action for the people who got late at work. Punctuality always must be there. Number two, culture of follow deadline. Malita, I'm your staff. You are my manager. You give me a special project to complete by Monday, 7 p.m. You have to remember as a leader that you have given me a task to complete by Monday, 7 p.m. You never allow me to give any excuse to drag it not to Monday, but to next Wednesday. Understand, all of you guys? Monday, 7 p.m., meaning to say I need to complete it by Monday, 7 p.m. No excuse. So, punctuality, deadline, no excuse, right? No excuse. Number three, never allow your staff to take the things for granted. What does it mean? Some staff will just take the benefits of your team. Never allow it to become like that. You have to make sure all of them are doing their part. You see, zero tolerance in terms of discipliner, in terms of the culture that you are following in your team. Understand? So when you as a leader is disciplined, you will notice that all of the team members, they also will practice discipline in their life. And the next one is all about discipline and adaptability. Remember, when you will be working with a group of people, when you will have the new staff, fresh graduate staff, you must have to educate them to understand what they need to do for your team, right? At your workplace, in your team, every single day, you will have some new challenge. You must have to be good at overcoming all those challenge or challenging environment by discipline. And also number 7, which is all about the discipline and empathy. What is the meaning of empathy? You also understand the problem of your staff, weaknesses of your staff, and you help them to change or to improve their things accordingly. The next one, number 10, Anu, go for the 10. Number 10, it's all about another characteristic of an authentic leader. It's all about mission driven. All authentic leader, they will do each and everything for the team based on their mission. Why? Because we have a statistics. Look at this particular part. 89% of executives, actually it is from the HB or Harvard Business Review, the most recent research, it says that 89% of executives say a sense of collective purpose drives employee engagement, and 84% say it leads to greater success in transformational efforts. So look at the number, guys. So as an authentic leader, if you never lead your team according to your mission, then the result will not be there. Success will not be there. Yes, all of your staff are working and getting result is not the same. Krisanta, am I right? Krisanta, some people are working very, very hard, but they have no particular result. Why? Because they are working, but they never follow the mission. They never follow the strategy to accomplish the mission accordingly. Okay, so Remember, authentic leadership, it is a step-by-step process for you to improve and to become better. So you need to understand that what are the problem, what are the challenges, motivate you to take action and empower others to do the same. So what you need to do for this particular part of authentic leadership, you have to write down the mission, the list of the things that you are planning to achieve from your team. And it's better to have a written mission, not just word of mouth, because we cannot remember what we have said, what we are talking about. We can forget after 1 day, after 2 days, even after 5 minutes. Mary, and you follow? So write the mission of your team. What are the things you want to achieve from your marketing team, from your sales team, from your research and development team? And always remind your staff, remind your followers, hey, don't forget about our mission. Our mission is to increase our sales by 15% within 2 months. Our mission is to achieve a new market by promoting digital marketing. Okay, so when you as an authentic leader, you always remind your staff, remind your followers about the mission, it will help you to become an authentic leader at the first place. Next one, look at the next characteristics. It's all about inspire faith. Faith meaning to say trust, right? Now, let's stop sharing the screen, because before I explain about this part, I need to tell you some strategy, how you can inspire the crowd. Okay. You know, when you will become an authentic leader, you will realize that your team members, they will easily can say no. Jenny, you understand? Angelita, Jocelyn, when you ask something, or when you announce something, when you present something new, when you are planning some new product, some new services for your business, most of your team members will say no. Why? Because it is easy to say no and difficult to say yes. Because when I say yes, I need to do extra work. Think about it, guys. For example, I'll give you a very good example. For example, you are working as a leader in marketing department. So from day one, you are using digital marketing in order to promote your product and services. Understand? And you as a leader have realized that only digital marketing cannot help us anymore, because most of our competitors, they are using traditional marketing as well. So what I'm planning to implement traditional marketing along with our digital marketing activities. So when you announce your marketing team, hey guys, listen up. From the next Monday, we all need to focus on not only the digital marketing, but also traditional marketing. Do you know what you will receive from your staff? A lot of complaint. Alvin, you follow? Lot of complaint. What kind of complaint? Sir, in my lifetime, I never do any traditional marketing. So how I can be someone who can do traditional marketing? Sir, I never study about traditional marketing. Sir, I have no idea about traditional marketing. So how I can do it? See, no. Why no? Because they have no faith or trust about their skills, about their knowledge, about their abilities. Understand, all of you guys? You got the point? So what is the best part you need to take as an authentic leader? You have to, make or build a trust among your team members that things can be done. That is called inspire faith. You have to tell them the story, You have to educate your team members why we need to do traditional marketing. Tell them, hey guys, in our last 2 months, sales has dropped by 15 to 20%. Why? Why? Tell them the reason. The reason is we only follow digital marketing. But our other competitors, they are using traditional marketing as well. So there is no other choice. We have to learn about traditional marketing, and we have to do it not only for you, but for our company, but for ourselves, but for our job, but for our, better future. And tell them, I'm your leader, and you need not to be worried. I am your leader. I will take all the responsibility about the traditional marketing things. So what you need to do, you just need to follow my instruction. And if you fail, even after following my instruction, I will rescue you. I will help you. I will bring you up. Understand what I'm trying to mean, guys? But when I tell you to do the things, but you don't want to do, you don't want to follow my instruction, you follow your own ways of doing the things, and if you got any problem, I'm not going to take the responsibility of your mistake. You have to follow, or you have to take the responsibility of your own action. You got the point, guys? Only then you realize that your team got trust about their skills and your leadership. When you make this statement, hey guys, I'm here as your leader, follow instruction, implement the things that I am asking. If got any problem, I'm here to help you, because I have 10 years of experience in traditional marketing as well. And that's how you need to, inspire the crowd, build trust among the team members. All of you clear? Okay, so Anu, let's move on to the next slide, slide number 11. Right, look at this one. We will have a quotation from one of the professors from Harvard Business School. Kian says that to help your followers believe the mission is worthy of pushing forward, even in the face of unexpected situation, and that the best things ahead of them. So what we need to do, remember, inspiring people is not that easy, because every people have their different ways of thinking, different ways of planning. But the real inspiration will come when you can let your follower believe the mission, what you are going to do, why you are going to do this, why you are going to implement the things at the first place. Okay, and you cannot blame your team members. Some of your team members are very, very slow. Some of your team members are very, very lazy. Some of your team members, you will realize that they have a lot of character problem, attitude problem. They have, behavior problem, mindset problem. So for them, you need to implement this strategy, inspire faith. You need to inject trust. If I can do it, why not you? If other people can do it, why not you? I will provide you the training. I will lead you from the front. I will provide the relevant guidance that you need. Understand? Only then they will believe in their ability. Now, the new topic, I'm going to go for slide number 12. It is called why we will consider about authentic leadership, the importance of authentic leadership. Number one, improved your employee trust. Wow, I got a lot of messages in my chat box. Okay, fine. Yes, correct. Rose put a nice word. If others can, why can't I? That's the best motivational factor. Now, let's talk about employee trust. Think about an organization that foster authentic behavior are more likely to have engaged, enthusiastic, motivated employees, and psychological safety in their work culture. Look at the keywords. Number one, engaged, enthusiastic. What is the meaning of enthusiastic? Very, very positive. Very, very excited about the job. Very, very, moving forward minded employees, right? Motivated and psychologically safe in their workplace. So it comes from where? Authentic leadership. Remember, got a lot of different studies that have shown that authentic leadership is positively related to employee performance and commitment. Now, let me stop sharing my screen. And again, let me invite all of you to switch on your camera, because now I can see the number is quite high, 244, 145. All of you give a good smile on screen. I only have like 50 minutes for today's training. Today's discussion. Everybody give a good smile on screen. 3, 2, 1. Page number 1. Page number 2. Anu, Miss Anu, take picture from your device. Hello, guys. Switch on your camera. Give a good smile so that our admin can mark your attendance. Page number 3. Thank you so much. Page number 4. Page number 5. Okay. How about page number 6? Oops. Here we go. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. Excellent. Now, why it is important? Just now we talk about, employee trust, improved employee trust. Now, trust comes from respect. Agree? When you will trust me, when I will have respect for you. Am I right, guys? Think carefully. Why? When you will trust me, when you notice that I am honest, you will trust me. When you will trust me as your leader, when I keep my promise, right? When you will trust me as a leader, when I know how to appreciate your hard work, you will trust me. Remember all those few factors? Be honest, be transparent, be straight to the point, and appreciate the hard work of your team members. I'll give you a good example from this device. For example, Mr. Sandy Boy. Hello, Mr. Sandy Boy. Wave your hand if you can hear me. Now, listen up this example. I'm your leader. You are working under me in a sales department. Okay, sales department. So last month, I'm talking about July. I think it is August, right? So last month was July. In the month of July, our dear Sandy, you have achieved the best performance for the month. You fulfill your KPI, not only the KPI, your performance is far above than the KPI that I put. So I need to be an authentic leader. I cannot take away your credit from you. But there are so many managers, so many supervisors you have at your workplace. They always take away your credit. Am I right? You did all the things, but your supervisor, your manager will never appreciate your hard work. He or she will take the credit from you, and they will provide this information to the high management that he did, not you. She did, but not you. Then you never ever trust your leader anymore. Am I right? Some of you really don't like your leader. Some of you hate your manager, hate your supervisor like your ex-boyfriend more than your ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend. You don't want to see their face. Why? Because they are not authentic. They are not real at the workplace. Understand, all of you guys? So if you really want to make an engaging team, you have to be authentic. You cannot be fake. You cannot follow any excusing things, taking credit from your staff. So Sandy, do you know what I'll be doing? I'll call you and I'll put my hand on your shoulder as a leader and I'll say, well done, Sandy. I'll say, I appreciate your hard work. Good job. Keep it up. As you are taking care of our team, as a leader, I promise I also will take care of you. So the next time when there will be the promotion time, I will recommend your name to the top management that Sandy is very hardworking. Sandy is always good at fulfilling KPI. Sandy always follow instruction. Sandy got no discipline problem, no punctuality problem. Sandy always supportive among his team members. So I highly recommend Sandy must be getting the promotion for the upcoming promotion time. And when you will get promotion, you will be humble enough to come and tell me, thank you, sir, for your support. Without your support, it was not possible for me to get the promotion, to have the salary increment for me. Understand? See, authentic leadership is the key. If you cannot be like that, yes, you will have team members in front of you. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. At the back, look at my facial expression. Stupid. You know, at the back, there will be another WhatsApp group. They all will talk bad about you in the group where you are not in. Because they don't trust you, because they have no respect for you. All of them are making fun of you because you are not becoming authentic as a leader. You are not becoming concrete, honest about your leadership. Understand, all of you guys? You follow? Okay, fine. So let me bring you back to my screen, and we do have some other factors that we need to understand. Now, the 5 C's of trust. Anu, go to slide number, which slide? Okay, slide number 13. Okay, everybody look at this part. Now the question is, how as an authentic leader, how you can build trust among your team members. When you say, I trust you, it means that I believe in your ability. Jonathan, am I right? Mr. Jonathan? Okay, look at the 5 C's that you can use. Number 1, competence. As a leader, you must have to have the actual knowledge, actual skills about your job. If I can do better job than you, I'll never trust you. James Smith, example, you are my manager. Okay, I'm a trainer. You are my manager in training department. But I realize that I can teach better than you. I'll never trust you as my manager. Anu, am I right? Where is Anu? So if I notice that Anu is my manager, but she cannot teach better than me, I'll not trust Miss Anu. I'm sorry. I'll only act in front of you. Yes, miss. Yes, miss. At the back, I'll say, toot toot. You know the meaning of toot toot? I'll always bad mouth about you because I don't trust you anymore. So number 1, when you will be leading any department, remember you have all the skills, all the knowledge about managing this department. Number 2, for trust, commitment is must. Some of you have had breakup in your life, right? With your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, with your husband, with your wife. And why you break up? Why you take the decision of breakup? Because you notice that your partner never ever keep the commitment. Maritis, am I right? You have some friends got breakup because of this problem, not because of money problem, not because of job problem, not because of handsome problem, not because of cuteness problem, because he or she could not keep the commitments of the relationship. Then you never trust anymore. Then you just go for breakup. Same thing. Among your team members, when you promise, keep your promise. Don't just promise and never keep it. Then there will be no trust from your team members. Caring, C-A-R-I-N-G. An authentic leader always will take care of the team in an honest way. What kind of take careness you will do? If your staff need to improve the skills, you will train your staff. If your staff needs more time to learn, you will give them more time to learn. Miss Tuya, you follow? When I need more training, you are my authentic leader. You will provide more training for me so that I can learn from you. Caring, right? You will never give me extra work so that I feel anxiety. You will never do that. Authentic leader always will understand the limitation of the staff. You follow? You will not give them just work like a pressure cooker. No, it will not work. In order to build trust, look at number 4C. It is called communication. You have to be good at communicating among your team members. When you communicate, you have to make sure you communicate with full of clearness. I'll be talking about some of the strategy about communication later on. Just for now, understand this communication. And the last, but the not least, be that character. What kind of character we should have in order to become an authentic leader, to build trust? Honest and ethical. What is the meaning of ethical? Ethical meaning to say you always follow the right things to manage your people. Understand that is called ethical. Unethical meaning to say when you follow the wrong way, it is called unethical. Always be ethical. Don't give extra attention to only a specific staff. If you have 100 staff, in your 2 eyes, 100 of them are equally important for you. Miss Joy Ann, understand? Maritis, understand? If you have a special soft corner for 1 or for 2 staff, and if I notice that you have special attention for my colleague, but not for me, you are not authentic at all. I will not trust you. In my mind, there will be a lot of, problem between you and me. So all of you can follow these 5 C's in order to build trust among your team members. Be skillful about your department. Commitment: when you promise, keep your promise. Take care of your team. Don't give them just to do the job without taking care of their health, without taking care of their mental health, physical health. Communicate effectively and be that character. What kind of character? Honest and ethical. Only then it will help you to become an authentic leader, to build trust among your team members. The next one, slide number 14, why it is important for a leader to become authentic. Look at this one. If you want to be creative, if you want to become good at collaborating or teamwork, you have to be authentic. Look at this one. Authentic leader can create collaborative work environment. How? By open and truthful relationship. I believe all of you remember from the first slide, we talked about meaningful relationship, right? Meaningful relationship. So if you want that your team members must have to be creative. So how you can make them creative? You have to work together, right? You have to enhance the spirit of teamwork in your team. So if you notice that I'm one of your staffs, I'm one of your team members, and I have some plan, I have some new ideas. If you are authentic as a leader, you will listen to my idea. You will listen to my thoughts. You will take note about my planning that I'm going to implement. So when you always welcome your team members to become creative, to come and talk to you, yes, your team members will be creative. All the leaders from Google. Anu, let's stop sharing the screen for a while, because just now in my mind comes a good example about creative and cooperativeness from an authentic leader. Previously, am I right to say we all use yahoo.com, right? Email, Yahoo. If you are 30 plus years old, your first email ID, it was your name @yahoo.com. Am I right to say like that? But currently, most of us, we are using Gmail. Right? Gmail. If you are 20s, you start from Gmail. Gisabel. So now most of our email ID becomes not Yahoo anymore, Gmail. Why? Because Gmail can provide more and more features than Yahoo. Understand the simple difference? You follow what I mean, the simple difference? Yeah, it can happen that when you are young, you also use yahoo.com. But now what you are using? You can use your Yahoo, but most of the time we are using Gmail. Now come to the main point. So nowadays in the market, we can see Gmail can provide more features, more benefits than Yahoo. How? Because the leaders from Gmail, they welcome creative and like creativity and the cooperation among the team members. How? For example, when Gmail hire young engineer, like fresh engineers for their product development, service development, every day, all those engineers can take 20 minutes break just to think how they can come along with more and more features for Gmail. Rushil, understand? You follow? So when the leader of Gmail allow the engineers, allow the fresh graduates to think how they can bring more and more new features for Gmail service, and they got the result. What is the result? More features, more technology, more advantages we can get from Gmail. How it was possible? Because of authentic leadership from Google. So yeah, you also can take something away from this case study. When you will be managing team, why not you allow them to give their ideas, to give their thoughts, to show provide some plan regarding the product development, service development accordingly. Anu, let's bring to number 14. So authentic leadership create, as I said, creative, collaborative work environment, open and truthful relationship. Remember, trust and authenticity can foster an innovative mindset at your organization. So the key point, what? You have to build trust and you have to be very, very real, authentic. While authenticity can make others not believe what you say and the feel less to work with you. Right? So always allow your team members to give their ideas and thoughts for the betterment of your team. The next one, we will talk about authentic leadership can increase the effectiveness of a leader. How? Look at number 1. Authentic leader can create right direction. How we will move forward. What would be the next planning? What would be the next move? Number 2, authentic leader can enhance effectiveness by driving alignment. What is the meaning of alignment? About the mission, about the vision, and about the actions. Right? And also, number 3, vitality. Authentic leader can create more and more importance among the team members. Team members will feel that they are very, very important for the team, because authentic leader always value their performance, always value their skills, always value their knowledge, always value their outcomes accordingly. Execute with excellence. So authentic leadership, whatever they will do, they will come along with excellency. And also number 5, very important, produce extraordinary result. So when you lead a department, lead an organization by following honesty and integrity, and you always have a lot of responsibility, and you as a leader, you know your responsibilities, and you fill up this responsibility without giving any excuse. So obviously you can bring extraordinary result for your team, for your organization. The last topic for today, the next one, Anu, let's go for this one, how we can be more authentic as a leader. The first one, you have to rethink about your leadership image. You must have to have sincerity about your passion, about your desire to learn and change. When you have this in your mind, you can consider the gap between your own image and that others have of you and image you would like to project. So if I make the summary about rethink your leadership image, it's one kind of self-awareness. Jaibel, you follow? Daisy, you follow Miss Daisy? Okay, example. Currently, you are working as a staff, okay? As a staff, as a waiter, as an admin, as a sales staff, as a marketing staff, as an IT staff, whatever it is. And you have to plan from today how you can improve yourself to take leadership position at your work. So what do you need to do? You need to build your passion that I cannot be like a normal staff for my lifetime. I must have some desire. What kind of desire? From my workplace, I will learn how to lead, how to be disciplined, how to create bonding, so that I can change myself. I can add more value in my skills, in my abilities, so that next time I can hold or I can take over leadership position. So obviously, at the first place, you can follow some of your leaders. If you have a good leader at your workplace, if you have a good supervisor at your workplace, if you have a good manager at your workplace, you follow them. You learn from them. You compare what are the differences between you and your supervisor, why you cannot be a supervisor, and why he or she became your supervisor. Quickie, follow? Koki, Kookie. So when you always compare that, how come Miss Jessica becomes my supervisor? What's wrong with me? Why I could not be a supervisor yet? So obviously something wrong with my skills, with my abilities, right? So what I need to do? I need to improve all those skills. I need to fill up the gaps so that next time I can become an authentic leader. Okay, follow this flow chart. Values driven, influential, collaborative, purposeful, and learnable. If you can follow this 5 strategy, you can rethink and you can change your leadership image. Understand, all of you guys? So this is the first strategy. So even some of you said that you are working as a supervisor, as a manager. So now, how you can become a manager from a supervisor? How you can become a senior manager from your current managerial position? Very simple. You need to just compare yourself with your immediate superior and learn from him, learn from her, add more value, add more skills, add more ability. You can become more authentic. You can become more real in your workplace. That can help you to get promotion, to become better. The next one, increase your self-awareness. It is called incentives. You know ICU? Okay, let me give you ICU. You know, when someone got fallen sick seriously, then doctor put them under ICU, right? Incentives care unit. So what doctors used to do with ICU patient? Doctor becomes more and more and more and more proactive and careful about the critical condition of that patient. Am I right? Doctor always keeps their eyes on the patient, how the patient is responding. Am I right? Same thing. You need to put yourself in ICU and analyze all of your weaknesses, problems. You know, it is called like one by one, even the small problems, small weaknesses that you need to improve to become an authentic leader. Understand all of you guys? Incentive care unit. You have to analyze, you need to study each and every aspect of your leadership things. And if you notice that you got 0.001% problem, you have to be very serious to overcome this problem. Only then you can be authentic, because authentic meaning to say real. How many percent real? 100% real. It cannot be 99.99% real. Agree? So how you can be real? Go for increase your self-awareness. Each and every difficulties, weaknesses you need to change to become authentic. And it can be done. It's not that difficult. What you need to do, you just need to be honest with yourself to find out what are the things you need to improve from your side. Slide number 18, please. Okay, here we go. So it's say we can look at some strategies for self-awareness as a leader. Number one, you have to be smart enough to understand in your future what kind of problem, what kind of difficulties you might face. Example for the modern leaders. So in all over the world, we do have millions of leaders, right? And they are having a challenge from AI. What is it? AI, artificial intelligence. For your information, we got more recent, it is called AR. AR. What is the full form of AR? Augmented reality. What does it mean? It means this implementation of advanced technology in business. So for example, I have a business and I do not have any more idea about artificial intelligence or augmented reality. I have weakness about these artificial intelligence things. So what I need to do? I need to be very honest about my weakness. Then I need to learn about artificial intelligence. I need to learn from an IT expert how my business can survive in the market competition by understanding all artificial intelligence. You follow? Number two, feedback. When you get feedback, when it is positive feedback, just stay humble. Remember, after getting a lot of positive feedback from your staff, from your team members, don't feel relaxed like me. Look at me, huh? I'm so relaxed because all my staff giving me excellent feedback. Don't do that. you need to also take care of the negative feedbacks. When you receive negative feedback, don't be unhappy. As a leader, you always welcome negative feedback because negative feedback will help you to improve some skills. Jocelyn, am I right? Example, you are my staff and you give a negative feedback. Sir, sometimes when you speak, I really don't understand. Can you please speak a bit slow? Because my English is not that strong. So I need to adjust myself according to your feedback. Number 3, look at this one, very important. Very, very, very important. Focus on the team success. You have to you need to put your team at the first place, not individual benefits, as I said earlier, right? And the last one, you need to do something about your communication. It is called empowering communication. These are the strategies that can use for self-awareness. Know and understand the future challenge. Always welcome feedback. Always put your team as the primary concern from your part and take care of the emotion at the first place. The next one, I got one candidate asking me, sir. Yes, correct. Joy and excellent. Thank you so much for helping me. I'll send you the link just before ending the meeting. Another 15 minutes, please wait. So look at this one. We need to assess, evaluate our values, our likes, and our dislikes. We need to set goals for ourselves that are aligned with our values. Example, I want to become an authentic leader. For which department? For marketing department. So what I need to do, I need to evaluate my values. Value means how I feel about marketing. Do I like marketing job? What are the things I really do not like about marketing? What are the weaknesses I do have about marketing? Donabel, you follow? So you need to evaluate smartly, honestly about those 4 factors: your values, your likes, your dislikes, and also your weaknesses about your work. So for example, I dislike that my staff will miss deadline. I cannot tolerate when I give someone some task and he or she got late to submit. So this is my dislike. So what I need to do, I need to evaluate how I can minimize that kind of dislike things from my workplace. I need to create a culture for my team that, hey, when I will give you some task, better you do it on time. Never come and tell me last minute that you need another 1 day. If you need more time, inform me in advance so that I can manage. Liha, am I right, Miss Liha? If you come and tell me last minute, sir, I cannot complete the project by 7 p.m. Now it is 6:49 p.m. Then I'll scratch my head. Oh my God, I'm waiting for the report because after you send the report, I will submit it to my partner because I promised to my partner that the report I will send you at after 7 p.m. 16th of August. So if you cannot keep your commitment, I cannot keep the commitment of our partners. Then there will be a chain effect, chain effects. Everybody will be affected negatively. So what we need to do, we always need to come along with all those things, align the things at the first place. The next one, look at this one. Take action, but get support. to become authentic leader, it's not that easy. So what you need to do? You need to do your part. What are the characteristics? Remember the first part of today's discussion? Follow this. And even after following all the characteristics, all the approach, if you still feel that you cannot be 100% authentic leader, feel free to ask for support from your immediate mentor, leader. You understand, all of you guys? Because sometimes you cannot achieve the things that you are planning at the first place. You need support because human brain is like that. When someone will come and educate you, you will understand how to do the things accordingly. So do your part. If you still cannot be an authentic leader, you find a mentor who is good at authentic leadership. Take support from him or from her. Yeah, you follow. Sometimes you cannot be straightforward. If you have this problem, anytime you can email me, ask me, Mr. Faisal, how I can be straightforward with my staff. I'll share you some tricks and strategy, how you can be straight to the point with your staff, how you can lead them without using, the sugar-coated things. If it is black, just tell it is black. No need to say it is white. It comes from your strong mindset. Now, take action, but get support. The next one, number 21, look at this one. Remind yourself that genuine change is rarely dramatic or sudden. So when you are planning to become authentic about your leadership, it will take time. You cannot change the way you are doing your job for last 20 years in one day. Yelin, am I right? Maybe you are so nice, you are so kind, you are so soft. You cannot be very strict, you cannot be very straightforward in one day, in 1 month, in 1 year. You need some time to change. You follow? For a leader, a significant change is likely to be viewed untrustworthily as false or manipulative behaviors. So the key point, don't try to be manipulative types leader. Be a trustworthy. That is called take actions and get support. When you feel difficulties, feel free to open your mouth to share with your manager or your mentor to help you at the first place. The last but not the least, from the next slide, we are going to talk about work on effective communication. Authentic leader always will be good at authentic communication. You have to speak with impact. You have to speak with information. You have to speak with logic. You have to communicate with sympathy. You have to communicate with data. You have to communicate with information. You have to communicate with the mission and the vision that you have for your business. Understand? Sometimes, am I right to say those who have full-time or part-time job, sometimes when you sit in the meeting with your supervisor, with your manager, you are so angry, yet you remain quiet. Am I right to say like that? Your manager is calling for a meeting, and during the meeting time, your manager talk, and you got so angry, yet you remain quiet. Because the way your manager is communicating with you, you realize there is no logic, there is no strategy, there is no meaningful things. You notice that personal attack. As a result, the meeting becomes, useless for you. Why? The problem is ineffective communication skill by your leader. So don't be like your leader. Don't be like your supervisor where you are unhappy to sit in the meeting. So what you need to do? You need to improve your communication skills. How you can improve? Look at the last slide of today's word. It's all about 7 essential communication skills for effective leadership. Look at number 1. Communication is an art. When you will communicate, when you will talk in front of 20 staff, you have to use your interpersonal skills. What is the meaning of interpersonal skills? When you communicate, make sure you sounds like very smart. Make sure you do the presentation very, very smartly. When you speak, make sure you look like very professional. You look like very impactful. You look like very, very professional in a way so that your staff will realize what you are talking about. Number 2, as a leader, you have to be good at storytelling when you communicate with your team members. What is the meaning of storytelling? For example, Miss Arlie, I would like to communicate with your team about a problem. So what I'll do, I'll tell you a story regarding your team problems. Understand? I'll bring third-party story. That is called third-party story. So if any problem like discipline and punctuality, I'll tell a story about the impact of discipline and punctuality for a team. So when people hear the story, they can relate. They will understand what you are trying to communicate. As a leader, authentic leader, you have to be good at non-verbal communication. What does it mean? Your body language, your gesture. You see, your body language, your smile, your eye contact, the way you move your hands, the way you move yourself, everything is important for effective communication. Listening skill, very important for effective communication as a leader. Don't just talk. You also need to listen to your staff, to your team members. Okay? And then you have to have comprehension and synthesis. It's all about, combination effect. You listen to your staff, you listen to your senior staff, junior staff, new staff, experienced staff, and you combine all the information together in order to make the summary at the first place. I do have a very, very little leader in my class. Jocelyn, I can see a baby on your lap. I think your baby also learning authentic leadership, right? Thank you so much. Wow, fantastic. We wish all the happiness to your baby. Okay, now look at the next one. Affirmation skills. When you communicate, make or develop a mind from where you can use yes, agree. Do not just say, I'm not agree, I'm not agree, I'm not agree. Affirmation skills. Sometimes if some good ideas comes, you must have to take it. Right? And the last one, we need to communicate concisely. What is the meaning of concise? Don't try to give a lot of information in one place. Staff cannot remember. Staff cannot remember all those information if you make it complicated. What you need to do? You need to make it short. You need to make it sweet. You need to make it like summary types so that your staff can remember the information as much as they can. Thank you so much. I think it is 7 p.m. And I also have done with my PowerPoint slide. Host, go to the next slide. I have a special thank you for all of you and QA session. Now let me stop sharing my screen. If you have any question regarding the things that I have explained for today, which is all about authentic leadership, you can put your question in the chat box. And I know a lot of you are eagerly waiting for the notes. Look at the chat box. The link is in the chat box. Host, please send the link in the chat box so that all the leaders can download the notes from the link. The last thing, can I see how many of you, after having this discussion, how many of you want to be an authentic leader? You can raise your digital hand. Digital hand. How many? And you must have to make sure your camera is on when you raise your digital hand that you want to become an authentic leader. Are you sure? Okay, good. Let me take picture that you are really keen to become an authentic leader. Page number 1. Anu, please take picture as a proof that they would like to become an authentic leader in future. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I wish all of you the best, and I wish that one day all of you will become an authentic leader. So remember the key point: to become an authentic leader, you have to improve yourself at the first place. You follow? Be better. Be better in your industry. And one last advice for all of you. Don't keep changing your job. What message you sent? Abisila did accountable register request for preliminary credit evaluation Singapore. Okay. Okay. I think you sent wrongly in the chat box. Okay, now guys, the last advice for all of you. Young people got a crazy mind. Keep changing their job. Keep changing. After working for 2 months, resign from admin job, then start marketing job. After working for 6 months in marketing department, again change the job, working in sales department. After working for a few months in the sales department, again resign and look for another job in another department. Don't do that. You have to make a decision for your life in which industry you want to build up your strong career. Understand, all of you, my friends? Let me make it very, very clear. Don't try to be screw of all. Be the master of one specific things. Understand? When you become master of something, you can become a better person, better professional person at the first place.